And so here's a quick overview on how you're going to be marked and the things that you're going to be doing inside this math course. There are daily assignments and activities. So, for example, you're going to be conducting investigations on Sketchpad. Here is an example where you're varying a parameter and seeing what happens to the function as the parameter changes. That's an example of the kind of assignment you might be doing. Second kind of activities are the application and the learning assignments, and those look like quizzes when they're on the system. There are reasoning and explaining assignments. That's where you need to investigate something and explain it to your peers and perhaps even learn from them. As well, there are going to be assignments on the WebWork site, and this is our WebWork site. Just check and make sure you've got a password that's going to work for this. Here's an example from our Advanced Functions course. Assignment number 1, and there are a series of problems in there that you'll work through. We are going to have a few big event evaluations. You're going to have 2 written tests. Those are handwritten tests. They're going to be delivered from WebWork, and they're going to be printed out, and you will write them with your student success teacher and then send them in to me. You will have 1 midterm. That midterm will be written online, and you will have 1 final, which will also be written online. Everything is going to go into the 4 categories of learning: the knowledge, thinking, application, and communication category. But there will be a 5th blended category for evaluations that have all 4 categories of learning mixed into one. You can check your grades regularly. If there are assignments that you haven't completed, be ready for weirdness because your mark can move around quite a bit as the grade book gets updated and changes. Sometimes the shifts change from weighted average to median when I'm trying to get a final mark. So if you're not up to date, your marks can change dramatically. As far as deadlines go, for many of the self-grading activities, there are none at all. There are no deadlines for those little quiz type assessments. For assignments, on the other hand, I just can't give you a good grade if I provided feedback for the whole class. You can still submit the assignment, and it's certainly far, far better to submit it than it is to leave it. If I've already given everybody feedback, then I just can't give you a very good grade. I always value thought leader or the early submissions more highly than I do the later submissions, and so early submissions, if you miss a few assignments, it's not going to have a big impact. So if you're missing 2 or 3, that's not going to have a big impact. But let me know if you're going to be away for a more extended period than just missing a few assignments so that I can take that into account when I'm evaluating you.